Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another general collective energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So, with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day. So, y'all, I heard that somebody could be finding out that the grass ain't greener on the other side. So I don't know who it is. It definitely, could be about a relationship. I mean, because that song is, technically about a relationship. You could be seeing the angel number 311. But basically, the Grass Ain't Greener song is by Chris Brown, for those of you that don't know the song. But basically, the song is about the disillusionment and regret that can come after a breakup. Specifically, when one person in the relationship seeks a better option, but ultimately finds that the grass isn't greener on the other side. Somebody, like could have, like went back to their ex-partner, who was putting on like a false facade and not being genuine, with their feelings. But while we're at it, since we just saw the angel number 311, let's look into that really quick. The angel number 311 brings a message from your angels to keep your thoughts positive and bright, because you are currently in a position where your thoughts and expectations are manifesting at a rapid rate. We create our realities and life experiences with our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions. So make sure that you focus and concentrate on your desired outcomes and results and on what you truly want rather than what you don't want. Angel number 311 is a reminder that the energies and vibrations you project outward are reflected back to you. Listen to your intuition and follow your inner knowing in all that you do, and keep your focus on your heart center and your divine path and life purpose. Look to ways to use your natural communication skills and joyful disposition to uplift others, and have the courage to live your truths and express yourself with love and optimism. And then there's a quote by Peter Drucker. It says, the best way to predict your future is to create it. So something, could have already been predicted. But, and somebody, could have, like, known, that it was predicted. And somebody, possibly, could have, like created, the prediction anyway. So somebody, could have been told not to go back, but somebody still went back. So basically, they created, their future. But something about, our thoughts, as long as we keep, remain, positive, having positive thoughts, of course, our future will be positive. So let's hop in and see why the grass ain't greener on the other side. It could be because there could be a lot of arguing that could be taking place. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. So there could be a lot of people, that could be arguing about the same thing, or, like it's a, like a never ending story when it comes to, like arguing over the same thing. Cash rules everything around me, cream get the money, dollar bills, y'all. There could be a lot of people, arguing over some money. Or that could be, what an argument could be about, like in a relationship. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know? The Star card came out. So there could be an Aquarius involved. You could be an Aquarius. Somebody, could be well known out here. We picked up, on the new moon message. Well, not the new moon message, or maybe it was. I don't know if I picked it up on Patreon or YouTube. But the stars are aligning at this time. The stars, you know, could be aligning, you know, like in somebody's favor. But yeah, I just heard that's the way the cookie crumbles. So somebody, you know, is going to have to, you know, like live with whatever this is, or, you know, yeah, like it's giving me, you know, like somebody doesn't have a choice. But somebody, you know, definitely, yeah, could be healing out here. You know, like somebody could be, you know, like an influencer. Somebody, you know, could, whatever somebody job, whatever the job that somebody has or career that somebody has, it could involve, you know, like healing or like helping people, you know, or somebody, you know, could just be in, you know, like the helping energy. Yeah. And then we have the conversation card. So somebody possibly, yeah, could want, you know, like to sit down and, you know, like have a conversation with somebody, or there is a, you know, like much needed conversation that, you know, like needs to be had. There's also somebody or some people that could be taking the stand out here. So I don't know, because the star card came out. So there could be multiple stars, you know, in the case that's going on. I don't know, you know, if Mr. Brown is included, but I don't know. But yeah, somebody, you know, could be taking the stand in a case, or somebody, you know, could be taking a stand, you know, or choosing, you know, like to take, to stand up and do what's right, to possibly, yeah, have a conversation with somebody. The big blue wall came out. Having a conversation with somebody is like, yeah, talking to a brick wall. That's how somebody feels out here. So, But somebody, you know, could have a big, big boundary up. Wow. I feel like somebody, you know, has literally, yeah, like caused a big blockage for themselves out here. Or they cause, you know, like a big obstacle, a big challenge for themselves out here. Yeah. At the bottom of the deck, we got real love. So somebody, you know, could be about to experience, you know, like some type of real love, or somebody, yeah, is like blocking out, you know, like some type of real love. Some, you know, so maybe somebody's not used to, you know, like real love. Yeah, we got teamwork makes the dream work. So somebody, you know, could, you know, be experiencing real love in their life. You know, they could already, you know, have, you know, like a teammate, you know, and so, yeah, they're making the dream work. Or, you know, something, you know, could take place as far as, you know, like, yeah, like somebody, you know, getting a teammate, you know, and making the dream work. But going back to, yeah, the grass ain't greener on the other side. So, yeah, somebody, you know, possibly blocked their chance to be able to, yeah, team up with somebody to make the dream work. Why is it a star card here? The big house. Somebody, you know, could live, you know, like in a big house. Somebody could live in a penthouse. Somebody, you know, could live in a high rise. But this is, you know, the big house is, yeah, like jail or prison. So maybe, you know, like somebody, you know, is healing from, you know, like being institutionalized. Maybe, you know, that's why somebody, you know, could, you know, like block out, you know, love, you know. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be taking the stand. Somebody, you know, could be going from being locked up, you know, to, yeah, like taking the stand to, you know, tell what they know. But yeah, every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. So somebody, you know, keeps trying to leave somebody, but yeah, like they can't. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, they could have something on somebody, you know. This could be some information, or this could just be, you know, like, yeah, like some type of come to me spell. But yeah, somebody's a rare breed out here. Somebody's a rare breed. Real love, yeah, genuine love comes from within. So I don't know, you know, if somebody, you know, is surface with love, so they think, you know, if, you know, they give money or buy gifts, that's love. But yeah, like money can't buy love or happiness. So maybe that's what somebody, you know, has told somebody. But yeah, it's like talking to a brick wall. Why is this communication here? I don't know. There could be somebody, you know, that gets locked up, you know, that, yeah, is going to reach out to somebody. Or somebody, you know, could already be locked up and they could reach out to somebody. But, yeah, creating illusions card came out. So every time somebody opens their mouth, yeah, they're trying to, you know, manipulate, or they're lying, or, you know, yeah, they're trying to, you know, like create some type of illusion. Somebody, yeah, somebody's in Delulu land out here. So how can you really, you know, yeah, get through to somebody that lives in Delulu land? So that could be why, you know, this big blue wall is up. Why is the big blue wall here? We have the good deeds card. They came out. So somebody, you know, could be, you know, committing some type of good deeds out here. Somebody, you know, could be, you know, yeah, like in the helping energy, or something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, doing some good stuff, you know, for somebody or some people. I don't know. Somebody, you know, is, yeah, like, could be, you know, like trying to, you know, like make it like somebody, you know, hasn't done anything for them. Somebody hasn't tried to help them. You know, somebody, you know, yeah, they've only, you know, gave me money to pay my electric bill, but they didn't give me money for gas, or they didn't give me money for groceries. Yeah, somebody's trying to, you know, act like that somebody ain't never did nothing for them. Or that's, yeah, somebody, you know, could be pillow talking out here. Or that's what they did. But yeah, somebody is definitely finding out that the grass ain't greener on the other side. Somebody's very creative out here. Somebody's very, very, very creative out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, you know, could, you know, like, could have turned, you know, like nothing into something, you know, or that's what somebody, you know, was doing, you know. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have gotten whatever they got out of the mud. Somebody ain't listening to something. Somebody ain't listening to something. I don't know. Somebody, yeah, like talking to somebody, yeah, is like a brick wall out here. Let's see who these people are. I saw a karmic at the bottom of the deck, so somebody, you know, could have healed with a karmic. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to come in as a partner or a companion out here. We got a Leo, so you could be a Leo or have Leo in your chart. There's a Leo involved. Yeah, karmic at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a dog. Somebody could be born in 1982 or 1970. We got a false flame. So there's a false flame out here. You ain't nothing but a dog player. I get it. Yeah, somebody's a cheater out here. And then we have a new connection. Soulmate. So somebody's new connection, you know, could be their soulmate. What else, Holy Spirit? We got an Aquarius. So yeah, heavy Aquarius out here. Somebody's false flame could be an Aquarius. Or somebody's soulmate could be an Aquarius. Somebody could have chose, you know, like their false flame over, you know, like their soulmate. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a pig. Somebody could be born in 1971. Somebody could be born in 1993. We got a Libra. So you could be a Libra, have Libra in your chart, or there's a Libra involved. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rat. Somebody could be born in 1972, 1984. We got a new connection. So something about a new connection is very significant. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rooster. Somebody could be born in 1969, 1981. We got a feminine energy. So somebody, you know, could get in a new connection with a feminine energy. Yeah, coming in as a partner or a companion. And then we got a horse. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a horse. Somebody could be born in 1966, 1978. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a tiger. Somebody could be born in 1974, 1986. We got a Taurus. So somebody could be a Taurus. Or Taurus season could be significant. We got coming in to offer resources and stability. So there could be somebody who could be coming in to offer some type of resources and stability. We got a Virgo. So somebody could be a Virgo. And we got a masculine energy. So there could be a masculine energy, you know. That could be trying to come in to offer some type of resources and stability out here. But, I don't know. It's giving me, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, was trying to use somebody, you know, for, yeah, like resources and stability. So they were trying to act like, you know, they wanted to be a partner or a companion to somebody, but they really didn't. Or they really don't. Yeah. But we got learning a lesson at the bottom of the deck. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be learning a lesson. Somebody, you know, could be learning a lesson about, yeah, being a secret hater out here. But something is finished. Something's over. Something's done. Wow, we got police report. So something about a police report is very significant. Somebody, you know, could file a police report. Yeah, somebody needs to wake up because, yeah, like somebody doesn't care. There is somebody that has a bad temper out here. Yeah, somebody's unwilling to change. Yeah, somebody's unwilling to change, you know, like some type of negative mindset. And somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to, you know, like get some type of evidence on somebody. This possibly, yeah, could get somebody locked up. But there, yeah, it could be some type of unexpected turn that could take place. Somebody's silence definitely, yeah, is hurting somebody's ego as well. Why is a star here with the big house? Yeah. We got a screenshot. So something about, yeah, somebody, you know, trying to get some type of evidence, some type of proof, or some type of facts. But something about, yeah, a phone. So something about, you know, like a phone conversation. Somebody, you know, could have some type of phone conversation with somebody. And yeah, all they do, you know, is, yeah, try to create illusions. Or, yeah, having, you know, like trying to, you know, talk to somebody is, yeah, like you know, like talking to a, you know, like a brick wall or a cement wall. But yeah, we got a happiness hater out here. So somebody definitely needs to be aware, because yeah, there's a happiness hater trying to hate on somebody's happiness. Somebody possibly, yeah, could be trying to get some evidence, you know, that somebody, you know, is out here making bad choices, bad decisions. But yeah, there's a happiness hater that, yeah, they make bad choices. Yeah, they're definitely, yeah, gonna crash. I just heard crash and burn. What does crash and burn really mean? Oh, that's a song by Lifehouse. It's a song by Savage Garden. It's a song by Thomas Rhett. Somebody, you know, could be, you know, like into music. But crash and burn means to basically fail completely. Come to grief or fail spectacularly. So somebody, you know, yeah, could be about to fail completely, or somebody, you know, yeah, feels like, you know, yeah, like they failed completely. Yeah, we got fake friends out here. So something about, yeah, some fake friends. So there could be, you know, like a secret hater, you know, Happiness hater, fake friends, you know, that want to see somebody crash and burn out here. We got getting a room. So somebody definitely, yeah, could have made some type of bad choices, you know, and it has something to do, you know, with in a hotel room or something like that. Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be lying about, you know, like where they're going. You know, so somebody could say, you know, that they're going on a business trip, but yeah, they up in a hotel room, yeah, making bad choices. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to, like, keep somebody a secret out here. Or yeah, that's what somebody was trying to do, and they could be finding out, you know, that the grass ain't greener on the other side. We gotta check yourself. So I mean, somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, like check themselves, you know, but maybe, you know, they already wrecked themselves. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like going to the hospital, because that, you know, could be a hospital as well. Somebody, you know, could receive, you know, like some type of phone call, you know, from the hospital. Somebody, you know, could be on the phone with some doctors. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be healing from, you know, something. But maybe somebody, you know, wants to have a conversation about, with somebody. Maybe somebody, you know, yeah, they did something that they shouldn't have done, you know, and yeah, they could have to sit down and have a conversation with somebody else. This is like, yeah, well, I slept with such and such. Yeah, you might want to go, you know, like get yourself checked. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could have been, you know, like dusting it off, you know, so acting like, you know, like, you know, like, yeah, like, you know, like, nothing ain't going on, you know, like, yeah, I don't need to go to the doctor, or yeah, like somebody's been going to the doctor, but they could have been hiding it from somebody. Somebody possibly, yeah, has been, you know, like acting like that they're, you know, like uninterested in somebody, treating somebody a certain type of way, because, you know, they've been hiding stuff from somebody, been creating illusions from somebody, yeah, been making bad choices. Yeah, their bad choices definitely, yeah, could lead, you know, like to the police getting involved. If somebody, you know, lives in a hotel or a motel, yeah, there's police that could be watching that hotel or that motel. Yeah, but somebody has emotional intelligence out here. So if somebody, yeah, is trying to play on somebody's top, somebody ain't dumb. Somebody ain't dumb, yeah. Not only is somebody not dumb, but yeah, like somebody has spiritual gifts out here. So somebody definitely, yeah, they're about to learn a lesson. They're about to learn, yeah, a karmic lesson. And it definitely has something to do with, yeah, like somebody getting a room, you know what I mean? And yeah, like having some type of romantic love affair with somebody. Somebody, you know, was trying to get some type of sex fix or something about, yeah, keeping somebody a secret. Somebody's shady, somebody's promiscuous out here. Why is this getting a room here? To fulfill a fantasy. All while somebody's out here, you know, doing good deeds. I don't know, somebody could try to get back at somebody. So, you know, like somebody, you know, could sleep with, you know, somebody that somebody knows that, you know, like they don't like somebody. If that made any sense. But yeah, somebody lives in the Lulu land. Somebody's phony. Somebody, yeah, they're a trickster and they like to create illusions. This is somebody, you know, that, yeah, they talk big shit, but they can't back it up. Yeah, somebody's gonna receive some bad news out here. Somebody, you know, could be like, yeah, I'm out here feeding the homeless. I'm out here helping, you know, the elderly. And yeah, yeah, so be aware. Because somebody possibly, you know, could try to say that they miss somebody. Or yeah, that's what somebody, you know, somebody got a phone call. And was like, oh, I miss you. I want to see you. And somebody was like, yeah, meet me at the hotel. Yeah, to have some type of reckless sex. We got goodbye. So somebody's bad choices definitely, yeah, could lead them, you know, like to get locked up. Or somebody's bad choices, you know, could lead them, you know, to like crash and burn. Somebody's bad choices, yeah, could lead them, you know, to like, you know, basically, yeah, saying goodbye, you know, for good. I don't know. Somebody, you know, possibly, yeah, could try to, you know, like go to a hotel or a motel, you know, to, yeah, like hide. We got child services out here, so somebody's kids could be at risk of being taken, or is this, or you know, is about to, or somebody, you know, could be reporting some type of neglect or some type of abuse or something like that. I feel like somebody purposely, yeah, they wanted to ruin somebody's life. Yeah, it's a hater. Or somebody, you know, could be, yeah, like saying, you know, like goodbye haters, you know. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like setting the record straight when it comes to, yeah, whoever this hater is. Yeah, somebody caught a case out here. Somebody, yeah, has some type of sexual infection or some type of sexual disease. Or somebody, you know, could be healing from some type of sexual infection or sexual disease. Maybe they, you know, could be taking some medicine for it. Somebody possibly, yeah, could be carless out here. Somebody, you know, could have gotten their, you know, like car repoed, or somebody, you know, could be having, you know, like car issues. But yeah. Yeah, there's a dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive karmic out here. So I don't know if somebody, you know, was trying to say goodbye to this person. And yeah, like whoever this person is, you know, could be, you know, yeah, like I don't know where you think you going. Or yeah, whoever this person is, they could be trying to, you know, like expose this person to somebody. Somebody doesn't want a family with this person. The family card came out in the reverse. And we got depression. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be dealing with some type of depression out here. Why is this I miss you here? Wow, yeah, putting on the show. So going back to, yeah, when I, you know, read the grass ain't greener on the other side, the meaning of the lyrics, basically, yeah, somebody was lying, you know what I mean? Somebody was putting on a facade, yeah, they were creating illusions. Somebody, yeah, somebody's a, you know, like an actor out here. Somebody, yeah, but somebody's acting skills is, Why is this good guy here? Yeah, fulfilling a fantasy came right back out. So somebody, you know, yeah, they could have, you know, chose, you know, one night of, you know, steamy, hot, fulfilling fantasy world. And yeah, they could realize that, yeah, they came out of it with something that they, you know, possibly can get rid of, but still. Somebody's wearing a mask out here. And then the Divine Masculine card flipped over. So there could be a Divine Masculine or a so-called Divine Masculine that could have, you know, gotten some type of, called it some type of case, a sexual case. You know, when it comes to, you know, like a sexual infection or some type of sexual disease for trying to fulfill a fantasy. For somebody, you know, there could be, you know, like a masculine energy that, you know, like could have gotten locked up in the past, you know, but they could have gotten locked up, you know, knowing that they had some type of, you know, STD or whatever, sexual infection, you know, and yeah, like, you know, maybe, you know, they didn't tell somebody. I don't know, somebody just needs to be aware out here. And I'm definitely not trying to scare nobody. But y'all see the cards. They could have went back to somebody that, you know, was making bad choices. And, you know, yeah. And so, yeah, they could have, you know, like caught it, you know, when they went back to somebody. But somebody's realizing that the grass ain't greener on the other side. Yeah, it came right back out. Jail. So either somebody is in jail or somebody, you know, is about to go to jail. Somebody, you know, could be a Muslim out here. Somebody's putting on a facade. I don't know if somebody's putting on a facade like that they're a Muslim, you know. Somebody, you know, could be an influencer out here. Or somebody, you know, could have influenced somebody, you know, to, yeah, do something, or entice somebody to do something. But we got OnlyFans. So somebody, you know, could have, yeah, fulfilled a, you know, a fantasy with somebody, with an influencer, or, you know, like somebody that, you know, like has an OnlyFans. Yeah, we got the GOAT. So, the greatest of all times. So, yeah. But we know who the greatest of all times is. Yeah. It's the Most High God. So, the Most High God could be saying, you know, like, enough is enough. I don't know, somebody walking around, you know, like, yeah, like they're the greatest of all times, you know, trying to, yeah, create illusions. But yeah, we got jealous. So yeah, somebody's jealous. Somebody's a hater out here. Or there could be multiple people that are jealous or haters on somebody. Why is this jail here? Somebody could have a beer belly out here. So somebody, you know, could drink a lot of beer. Somebody, you know, could get locked up because of them drinking too much beer. OnlyFans. Somebody, you know, could be saying goodbye, you know, to like OnlyFans. Somebody could be a nerd out here. Somebody could just be, you know, like really smart. Somebody could be an atheist out here. So there's an atheist trying to go up against, you know, the Most High God. Or there's an atheist that's trying to go up against somebody, you know, that has, you know, God in them. I don't know. Somebody possibly, yeah, is about to, you know, like become a believer, you know. So with this goodbye and with this atheist. So, you know, like somebody, you know, they didn't believe in God. Maybe they're going to believe in God now. Somebody, you know, could have went from, you know, like being an atheist to, you know, a Muslim, you know, to, But we have Adderall. So somebody, you know, could take Adderall. But y'all know, people take Adderall for fun. So somebody, you know, they could have an addiction to, you know, like Adderall. Or somebody, you know, could say, yeah, I was on drugs. Addictions made me do it. Okay. Somebody, you know, could be bilingual out here. So somebody, you know, could, you know multiple languages. But somebody's a cheater out here. We got cemetery. So yeah, somebody's addiction definitely, yeah, could lead them, you know, 6 feet underground. But we do got that goodbye card. Somebody, you know, could be trying to put an end, you know, like to their cheating. But yeah, it's after, you know, they've already, you know, gotten sick. Somebody, you know, could have explosive diarrhea out here. I don't know, somebody, you know, yeah, boo-boos, you know, on, you know, gets boo-booed on, you know, to get money. But something about, yeah, an obsessive individual out here. Let's not forget about that obsessive individual. Yeah, we got hungover. So somebody, you know, could have, you know, could be sick from, you know, like a hangover. But yeah, somebody, you know, could wake up and realize that, yeah, they made a bad choice. Yeah, we got hacker. So somebody, you know, could be trying to hack into somebody's phone, you know. I don't know, somebody's trying to hack into somebody's phone to get somebody else's number, you know, or trying to hack into somebody's phone just to get some evidence, trying to hack in somebody's, you know, social media accounts. Somebody, you know, could have an identical twin out here. I don't know. Somebody could be seeing 2 people. Somebody, you know, could have an identical twin. I don't know. Somebody's twin could pass away. Somebody's twin flame could pass away. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could. Handcuffs is what I just saw. So, I don't know. There could be some people, you know, a lot of people that could, you know, like be about to watch somebody, you know, like get handcuffed. Something about an open relationship. So I don't know, somebody, you know, was in an open relationship, or, you know, they just decided, you know, to call their relationship an open relationship. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be learning a lesson about being in an open relationship. Animal abuse. Somebody, you know, could get locked up for animal abuse. Somebody's first letter or last name could start with an F. Somebody, yeah, somebody could have low self-esteem out here. And there could be some information that could have been, that was used illegally. So somebody, you know, could have used somebody's information illegally to get a room or something like that. Or to get, you know, like a vehicle, or to do something. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a I. We got a water sign female. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio female. There could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio female that could have low self-esteem. Somebody could be saying, you know, like goodbye to, you know, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio female that they possibly, yeah, fulfilled some type of fantasy with. Whoever this water sign female is, yeah, they could be crashing and burning, or somebody could be realizing that, yeah, that's why, you know, they are crashing and burning, or, you know, done crashed and burned. Yep, we got a fake offer. So be aware of somebody trying to bring forth some type of fake offer. I don't know if somebody thinks that somebody, you know, has low self-esteem and they're going to try to bring forth some type of fake offer to a real individual. Yeah, If was a fifth, yeah, we all be drunk. Something about a fifth of liquor. But yeah, if was a fifth, everybody would be drunk. So if I would have did it this way, or if I would have this, yeah, But yeah, there's somebody, some people that definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like gossiping about somebody out here. There could be somebody, you know, that could be gossiping, you know, to people about somebody. Yeah, a divine feminine. So there could be, you know, a divine masculine, you know, that could be gossiping about a divine. Well, let me not call him a divine masculine, but there could be a masculine energy that could be, you know, like gossiping about, you know, like a divine feminine. But yeah, somebody's in a somebody has low self-esteem and they're in a toxic relationship. Or somebody chose somebody, you know, that has low self-esteem, yeah, and it, you know, wind up being a toxic relationship. But yeah, open relationship. So somebody, yeah, somebody got low self-esteem. So that's why, you know, they possibly, let me not say that, but maybe, you know, somebody just chose to have an open relationship because maybe, you know, they felt like that they couldn't, you know, fulfill, you know, their partners, you know, what they, you know, wanted and needed. Well, we got court. So somebody, you know, could have court. But somebody, you know, could be running scared. So somebody possibly, yeah, they don't want to go to court. Why is this water sign female here? Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to manifest somebody, but yeah, like they can't manifest somebody. But somebody could have, yeah, some information definitely, yeah, was used illegally. And so, yeah, somebody could have to go to court. Yeah, somebody's a scam artist out here. So somebody, you know, yeah, they could have scammed somebody into doing something, you know. But be aware of, yeah, like a scam artist. I don't know, you know, if somebody, you know, try to say, you know, like a divine feminine or a divine masculine, you know, is a scam artist. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have used somebody's information illegally. Yep, we got financial support. So somebody, you know, yeah, they could have, you know, been scamming to get, you know, like some money out here. If people are gossiping about somebody, yeah, somebody knows that it's them. You know what I mean? So you know who it is. These people are not aware that you know it's them. Yeah, we got a psychic. Somebody, you know, could have went to a psychic. Somebody, you know, could be a psychic. Somebody, there definitely, yeah, could be a psychic, you know, that, yeah, they're really scamming people. They're not really a psychic out here. Or that's what some people are saying. So whoever you are, whether you're a divine feminine or a divine masculine, yeah, you could be a psychic, have psychic, you know, abilities. And so, yeah, there could be some people, you know, that are about to be turned into believers, or, yeah, they're about to, you know, yeah, going back to, yes, whatever was predicted. So something was predicted. And so, yeah, it could be taking place, you know. So people already solidified their future by what was predicted. Somebody could have already told somebody, like, don't do it. Yeah, but evidence don't lie. So if people are walking around saying, you know, that somebody, you know, that, you know, like a psychic or somebody with psychic abilities is scamming people, yeah, evidence don't lie. So people, yeah, have evidence, you know. Yeah, there's some evidence somewhere to basically say that what, you know, like somebody is picking up on as far as, you know, their psychic abilities, yeah, it's real. But evidence don't lie when somebody, yeah, needs to check themselves. I don't know, somebody, you know, then saw somebody going in and out of the doctor or the hospital, and yeah, that's some evidence. But yeah, some evidence don't lie. Somebody's been tipped off, or yeah, there could be a psychic, you know, that could have tipped somebody or some people off. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a C. We got change lanes. So there could be somebody, you know, that wants to change lanes now. Possibly, yeah, speak some truth. The evidence that also doesn't lie is that there definitely is an ancestor that is among somebody out here. Yeah, we got a reading. So something about, yeah, a psychic reading out here. So somebody or some people could be trying to be cautious now. So somebody, you know, could have went to a psychic, you know, trying to see if, you know, what a divine feminine, divine masculine said was true. And yeah, they found out it was true. They could have went to another one, you know what I mean? And they could have found out that, yeah, what a divine feminine, divine masculine said was true. We got mutable signs. So somebody could be a Gemini, a Sagittarius, a Pisces, a Virgo. Yeah, there could be a karmic relationship, you know, that possibly, yeah, ends because some type of karmic debt has been settled. And then we have forgery. So somebody, yeah, could have committed some type of forgery out here. We got an X. So somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with an X. Yeah, heavy Aquarius. And then after Aquarius, we got new you, new boo. So something about somebody, you know, being the, you know, like new version of themselves. Yeah, we got accomplish. So somebody, you know, yeah, somebody definitely is accomplishing, you know, some stuff out here. We got a jealous sibling, so there's a jealous sibling that's involved. We got an older sister. Wow, we got eviction. So somebody, you know, could be getting evicted out here. Or somebody, you know, was trying to, yeah, accomplish, you know, like trying to get somebody evicted. But we do have the getting a room. So somebody definitely, yeah, could get evicted out here. But if somebody, you know, was trying to get, you know, like a divine feminine, divine masculine evicted, yeah, wrong answer. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have been thrown under the bus. So there could be somebody, you know, that possibly, yeah, wants to explain to somebody, you know, why they threw somebody up underneath the bus, or, you know, why, you know, they did whatever they did. So just be aware. It could be an X, yeah. Because they see that the grass ain't greener on the other side. We got soul searching. So somebody, you know, could be soul searching out here. We got a Capricorn Aquarius cusper. So there could be a Capricorn Aquarius cusper involved. There, you could be a Capricorn Aquarius cusper. There could be a Capricorn Aquarius cusper that could, you know, like want to have a conversation. Or yeah, they've been creating a lot of illusions, you know, telling a lot of lies, gossiping about somebody. But whoever this Capricorn Aquarius cusper is, yeah, they will be held accountable for their actions. And everybody else that, yeah, is involved. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have been trying to put some roots on somebody. Somebody, you know, yeah, was targeting, you know, like somebody's root chakra out here. There could be evidence, you know, of, yeah, like somebody trying to put some roots on somebody, or that's, you know, the gossip that could be going around about somebody, you know. They're an atheist. You know, they put roots on people, you know, because people know that somebody, you know, has a psychic ability. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, like do tarot card readings, you know. But somebody's physical well-being could be at risk. Yep. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be healing, you know. Healing from, you know, a lot of stuff. But somebody definitely knows that, you know, like you got to go through it to get to it. So, you know, somebody knows that, yeah, you're going to have to face, you know, obstacles and challenges in order to get to, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to get to. But there's somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, threw the rock, and now they're trying to hide their hand out here. Somebody's flashy out here. Somebody, you know, has materialistic desires. Somebody's a label hoe. So I don't know if somebody, you know, yeah, got involved with the label hoe, or there's a label hoe that's trying to break somebody's confidence. Or somebody's trying to break somebody's confidence, you know, by dealing with, you know, like a label hoe. We got a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that's involved. There could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that, you know, like threw the rock and now they're trying to hide their hand. There could be, you know, like a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, you know, that could be, you know, like getting a room or something like that. I don't know if this is the person. Or you could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody's about to be recognized, you know, for something great out here. But we got the good deeds card. So somebody, you know, is about to be recognized, you know, for their good deeds, or, you know, for helping somebody, you know, to go from the Lululand to, you know, real life. But there's somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could be watching somebody like a hawk. But whoever these people are, they were trying to break somebody's confidence. Yeah, nobody is exempt. So there's a lot of people, you know, that could have been trying to break somebody's confidence. Something, you know, could take place by Leo season. So, you know, I guess within, you know, like the next 30 days or so, we got a cousin. So somebody's cousin is involved. Somebody's cousin, you know, could be trying to, you know, like break somebody's confidence. Somebody's cousin could have threw the rock and now they're trying to hide their hand. But yeah, they're not exempt. Yeah. Somebody, yeah, has been violated. Somebody has been, you know, like mistreated out here. Somebody, you know, could be hiring a lawyer. Somebody, you know, could be possibly, you know, like trying to gather some information on somebody. Something, you know, could be, you know, like caught on camera or something like that. And there's also somebody, you know, that could be, you know, like expecting, you know, like some type of response out here. But yeah, whatever somebody or some people have done, yeah, it's for the love of money. But be aware of, yeah, a fake offer. Wow. Somebody, you know, could have a warrant for their arrest. Somebody could be 60 to 70 years old. So that could be who could be talking, you know. So somebody, yeah, could tell who did it, what they did, when they did it, where they did it, and why. Or yeah, there's people that are gossiping about somebody. But yep, you could be seeing the angel number 1211. Somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, their hard work and their dedication will be rewarded. Within the next 7 to 10 days, somebody, could be, telling somebody goodbye, or, yeah, the police could be knocking at somebody's door. Somebody could get caught, like fulfilling a fantasy. But in the next 7 to 10 days, somebody possibly, yeah, could be, being recognized for, something great. And it could have something to do with somebody's unwavering beliefs out here. Somebody's in a very dark place. Maybe somebody, brought somebody out of a very dark place. And maybe somebody, wants to recognize somebody, for helping them to, come out of, a very dark place out here. Somebody didn't feel secure in some type of relationship out here. So maybe somebody, they decided, to, throw a rock at somebody, and now, they're trying to hide their hand. Yeah, heavy Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, somebody, chose the right person, but yeah, they played the wrong game. So within the next 7 to 10 days, yeah, somebody could find out that, yeah, right person, wrong game. Yeah. In the next 7 to 10 days, there definitely, is about to be a physical shakeup that's going to take place. Yeah, we got a friend of me. So there's a friend of me out here. There could be some type of family rivalry going on. So something about, a cousin. So I don't know, if, so this could be, somebody's supposed to be, divine counterpart, and this could be their energy. So somebody, they could have tried to get somebody back by sleeping with, somebody, that they felt like somebody stole from them. It could be, like a cousin, or I don't know. But somebody, somebody, has crashed and burned out here. But there's also somebody that, has faced adversity and maintained a positive attitude out here. Be aware, like you're in a relationship, or you, could be dating somebody, because there could be a family member, that could try to reach out to somebody, to try to, try to get somebody, to sleep with them, or try to get somebody, to do something, against their, beliefs, against their morals, their values, just to get back at somebody. But I feel like somebody could have tried to get back at somebody, and they are finding out that the grass ain't greener on the other side. Yeah, somebody in the next 7 to 10 days, somebody definitely could get caught in a bad romance. Something about a jealous sibling out here. In the next 7 to 10 days, somebody possibly, could try to isolate themselves from their friends and family. We got Sagittarius season, so something could take place by Sagittarius season. Somebody's a Sagittarius. But then we got, ultimate change. So there's a physical shakeup. And it definitely has something to do with, ultimate change. Somebody, could have already, played some type of game, during Sagittarius season. The last Sagittarius season. Wow. But we have heavy Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or there could be multiple, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios out here. But somebody needs to know, what God has for them is for them. In the next 7 to 10 days, there could be, some court some court documents that could be exposed. Or somebody, could receive some court documents within the next 7 to 10 days. But we got a Libra, Scorpio, cusper. So there's a Libra, Scorpio, cusper involved. Yeah. Somebody's arrogant and power hungry out here. So they decided to throw the rock, and now they're trying to hide their hand. There could be a judge that definitely could be involved in some type of unethical actions in a legal case. This could have been, in last Sagittarius season. But we got July. So in the next 7 to 10 days, we will be in July. Yeah, we got a detective, so there could be a detective involved. But going back to, yeah, like a detective, you know, yeah, like police watching like a hotel or a motel or something like that. Somebody's life, somebody possibly, yeah, could be going through some type of life restoration. Time doesn't heal all wounds is what I just saw. So somebody, you know, could have done some time, you know, yeah, locked up. And so maybe, you know, yeah, somebody could be institutionalized, or maybe, you know, like somebody, you know, yeah, they you know, realize that they, you know, need to do, you know, a lot of more healing, or maybe they haven't even started. But somebody needs to know, you don't fit in. It's okay. It just means that you're doing something right. So you're accomplishing, you know. I don't know if, yeah, somebody, you know, was trying to fit in with the crowd and they're finding out what they get for trying to fit in with the crowd. Yeah, there's somebody that struggles with contentment and they're never happy. And whoever this person is, yeah, they ain't running nothing but their mouth. So this is somebody, you know, that could have been gossiping about somebody. We got assault and battery. So in the next 7 to 10 days, somebody definitely, yeah, could go to jail for assault and battery out here. Or something about, yeah, a police report about assault and battery. We got an earth sign, so Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So be aware, because somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to come in to lie straight up to your face. But whoever this is, you know, maybe they've lied multiple times straight up to somebody's face. But whoever this is, yeah, their hidden intentions definitely, yeah, will be revealed. Because somebody definitely, yeah, turned nothing into something. And so, yeah, there's somebody or some people that, you know, they want to take it from somebody. So be aware. And yeah, somebody needs to know that they're about to be recognized for something. Victory is right around the corner. Somebody has a lot of family problems out here. But there are people that, yeah, will be held accountable, you know, for their actions. Yeah, especially a cousin. Somebody's cousin, you know, could have threw the rock and now they're trying to hide their hand. We got a Taurus, Gemini, cusper. So there's a Taurus, Gemini, cusper. There could be a cousin, you know, they could be thinking about the past, worried about their future. Or somebody's thinking about the past, worried about their future. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a W. But yeah. Somebody, you know, could get questioned by law officials out here. And it could have something to do with tax evasion. So somebody, you know, could have been evading taxes out here. Yeah, whoever this is, yeah, they done fought change and they're scared about their future. Somebody's a habitual liar out here. And somebody possibly could be mad because, you know, like somebody, you know, could be taking responsibilities for their actions and their outcomes. So that's a part of, you know, like, yeah, like somebody's, you know, karmic debt, you know, being, you know, like cleared out. And yeah, what God has for you is for you. Somebody's, yeah, and it's a W, chat. It's a win. Yeah, somebody, you know, could be an influencer. Somebody, you know, could be a streamer. But we got an ex's family member. So somebody's ex's family members, you know, could be involved. Somebody in the next 7 to 10 days could be in agony. Their mind and their body could be in agony. Or yeah, somebody's ex's family members, you know, yeah, are trying to take something from somebody. They're trying to cause agony of the mind and body. For somebody, yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could find out that, yeah, it was a game. So whatever these people were doing, yeah, it was a part of a game out here. But yeah, some people thought that it was a game. All right, and they're, yeah, about to fluck around and find out. So we got snapped. So somebody, you know, could, yeah, they could snap. They could have some type of mental breakdown out here. So somebody, you know, is being told, you know, like to trust their gut. Trust their gut. Something about, yeah, somebody's stomach. But somebody definitely, yeah, needs to trust their gut when it comes, you know, like to some information, you know, especially, you know, yeah, trust your intuition when it comes to the next 7 to 10 days. Trust your gut, you know, on some information that you know, could receive. But somebody, you know, could have a mental breakdown when it comes to, yeah, being glued to digital devices out here. in the next 7 to 10 days, some lies and secrets could be being exposed. Somebody is in a very dark place out here. Somebody's always on autopilot. They're merely existing. Yeah, they're not really living out here. Somebody, you know, could already be in a relationship. So somebody, you know, could find out in the next 7 to 10 days that somebody, you know, is already in a relationship. But just be aware, you know, because there could be some people, you know, that could be trying to cause drama. But going back to, yeah, the beginning, you know, ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. So, yeah, there was already drama. You know, so somebody, you know, could have met somebody new, you know, and they're about to find out about all this stuff. But yeah, like this person, you know, could have been trying to blame, you know, somebody, you know, because of what's going on in their life. But really, they had already had drama before somebody came in it. So yeah, somebody needs to trust their gut because negativity is infectious. Somebody definitely, yeah, needs to cleanse their energy. There is a great pretender that, yeah, can no longer pretend out here. And so somebody needs to be aware because there is somebody that definitely, yeah, is destined, you know, like to reunite with them. But whoever this is, yeah, and they only, you know, want to reunite with somebody because somebody's transforming challenges into strength. This is somebody that definitely, yeah, could try to tell somebody, you know, I didn't feel secure in the relationship, you know, that's why. No, player. This is somebody that definitely, yeah, gaslit somebody to create self-doubt within somebody. But yeah, going back to, yeah, like somebody turned nothing into something. And so, yeah, they're trying to, you know, like take it from somebody. So while people are trying to take it from somebody, yeah, somebody's about to receive a whole promotion. We got a Capricorn Aquarius cusper. So there's a Capricorn Aquarius cusper that definitely, yeah, is involved. Pay attention to the red flags, you know. Pay attention to the red flags when it comes to, you know, like somebody's mental health. Pay attention to the red flags when it comes to, you know, like people wanting to start drama. Yep. Yeah. There's some finger pointing that's going on. So, yeah, there's a lot of drama going on because of, yeah, some finger pointing. But, yeah, nobody is exempt. Everybody will be held accountable for their actions. And, yeah, while people are being held accountable for their actions, yeah, it's almost harvest season for somebody. So, yeah, it's time to reap. We got a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and we got a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There is somebody that definitely, yeah, wreaked havoc in society. Somebody's a troublemaker out here. And whoever this is, they're definitely, yeah, watching somebody like a hawk. Yeah, and they're watching, yeah, a master manifester, like a hawk. Wow. Anything else? Oh, somebody defeated a narcissist out here. And somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, what's going on is deeper than, yeah, what somebody thinks out here. We got January, February, March. So something, you know, could have taken place January, February, and March. But we got the crown chakra. So somebody definitely, yeah, is all up in their head. Or, you know, there could be some people that could be all up in their head. Yeah, recalling past events. We got spiritual awakening. So somebody, you know, could be going through a spiritual awakening, you know, like somebody, you know, could have, yeah, you know, going back to, you know, like somebody, you know, helping somebody out of a dark place into spiritual awakening. So that could be why somebody's about to be recognized for something great. But yeah, we got spiritual award ceremony. So yeah, there's a spiritual award ceremony that definitely, yeah, is getting ready to take place for somebody. And yeah, catastrophe is near for others. So Somebody needs to know that, yeah, silence is the answer. So in the next 7 to 10 days, shh, be quiet. Wow. But there's also somebody or some people that know catastrophe is near, and that's why they could be, yeah, being quiet out here. Catastrophe definitely, yeah, is near for, yeah, a family member out here. There is a family member that definitely, yeah, could be about to, you know, like expose the mastermind, or there's a family member, you know, that masterminded, you know, like some type of plan or some type of game. And so whoever this is, they could be watching somebody like a hawk. Yeah, somebody didn't do what they wanted somebody to do, and now, yeah, they're obsessed with somebody. Not only did, you know, like somebody, you know, throw the rock and now they're trying to have their hand. Yeah, they threw the rock and now they're trying to play victim. So be aware. Or yeah, they're going to try to play victim, but I feel like whoever this is, they were already warned. Yeah, somebody, you know, could be trying to hold on to a relationship for money. Yep. But somebody definitely, yeah, is trying to check themselves now, but in reality, yeah, they done already wrecked themselves. Yeah, possibly, you know, for trying to, yeah, put roots on somebody. Whoever this is, they're a bird brain. So yeah, stupid games win stupid prizes. And somebody definitely, yeah, is emotionally intelligent out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have, you know, like emotionally matured at a young age. But yeah, somebody wanted to play stupid games, and yeah, they could win a stupid prize, a disease. Yeah. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be taking financial losses left and right out here. So be aware, because there could be a petty Betty that got beat in their own game and they want to get back at somebody. So yeah, that could be what took place. You know, a petty Betty got beat at their own game, so they wanted to get back at somebody. Or be aware of somebody trying to do that. But yeah, somebody, you know, could be held in contempt of court. So that could be how somebody, you know, could, you know, like go to jail. But yeah, somebody violated, or some people violated and mistreated somebody. And so yeah, you could be seeing the angel number 555. Yeah, ultimate change. There is somebody, you know, that's watching somebody like a hawk, that's neglecting their responsibilities to watch somebody. Yeah, there's somebody that has too many problems and not enough solutions out here. Wow. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Just be aware, because yeah, there is somebody that doesn't have somebody's best interest at heart. Somebody, you know, could have known somebody for the last 11 to 20 years. Or, you know, like somebody, you know, could have told somebody, like, they don't have your best interest at heart. What you talking about? I've been knowing them for 20 years. And, yeah, somebody's watching somebody's pockets out here. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a P. Yeah. Whoever this pocket watcher is, they don't have somebody's best interest at heart. Or somebody, you know, could have told somebody, you know, that, yeah, like, these people don't have your best interest at heart. Wow. Whoever this is, whoever these people are, they could be, you know, like at a distance from somebody. Somebody definitely, yeah, has substance abuse issues out here. So there could be some people that's eyes are opening, you know, to, yeah, like a situation out here. Yep, and there is somebody, you know, that, yeah, their mouth wrote a check that their ass can't cash. So something definitely, yeah, could be spreading fast. This could be some news, some information, you know. This could be, you know, like some type of disease. Yeah, somebody's health is declining. Their finances are declining. Their career, their relationships. I don't know. In the next 7 to 10 days, somebody definitely, yeah, could snap. But it could be because, yeah, like somebody, you know, could have put roots on somebody. And there goes that screenshot. So somebody definitely has screenshots of somebody's, you know, like declining, their life declining. Whoever this is, yeah, they could be quick to point out somebody's flaws, but yeah, they didn't check their back porch. They didn't check their closet. Yep. So whoever these people are, again, yeah, they're not exempt. Nobody is exempt. Somebody's finances are being looked into as well. In the next 7 to 10 days, somebody could possibly, realize, you know, that, somebody is irreplaceable. They could realize that, money can't buy happiness. For somebody else, somebody, you know, could really realize that, like, it's meant to be. But somebody, you know, they're prioritizing, somebody's prioritizing purpose over, you know, like, wealth out here. And so, the next 7 to 10 days, somebody definitely, could be having to face themselves. We got Gemini, so you could be a Gemini, or there's a Gemini involved. But in the next 7 to 10 days, there could be people that could find out that, like, somebody's neglecting their personal health and well-being, possibly, for social media, possibly, you know, to do what everybody else do. Wow. For somebody, there could be, you know, like, a warrant for somebody's arrest, for sure. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.